So the 8th episode of the miniseries called Pokémon Twilight Wings finally came out in English. Now for those of you who don't know, Pokémon Twilight Wings is a miniseries that takes place in the continuity of the main games, where each episode focuses on a character from the games, either a gym leader, rival, or even the champion. And it's all connected by a taxi driver, as well as a kid by the name of John who wants to be a great Pokémon trainer, but he's been in the hospital since childhood, and he's also an avid fan of the champion Leon. Now the entire plot of Twilight Wings takes place before the events of Sword and Shield, as episode 7 ends with the exhibition match between Leon and Raihan that's seen during the game's introduction. So at first I thought it was the last episode, but when the final trailer for the Crown Tundra came out, it was announced that there was going to be another episode for Twilight Wings. So the episode starts off with Leon traveling to the Isle of Armor with the same taxi driver from the previous episodes. And when the taxi driver calls him champion, Leon corrects him saying former champion, confirming that this takes place after the events of the main game. And when he gets to the Isle of Armor, he visits Mustard's dojo, meeting his former master because for those of you who don't know, Mustard was the one who trained Leon to become a champion. And when he gets inside the dojo, he addresses Mustard as master. And after they're done greeting each other, they eventually battle each other, with Leon's Charizard versus Mustard's Mienshao, although Mustard interrupts the battle, having seen enough of what Leon can do. And he even says that Leon's grown in strength. However, Leon, being as humble as ever, says that he still has a lot to learn. And after this exchange in dialogue, he leaves the Isle of Armor, but not before leaving Mustard what looks to be an invitation. And afterwards, we're treated to a montage of Leon giving out these invitations to all the gym leaders. And we get to see what these gym leaders have been up to since the events of the main story. And when the fairy-type gym leader Opal receives an invitation, she wants her apprentice Bee to join her. We even see the dark-type gym leader Marnie get invited, as well as her brother Pierce, who's taking care of the Pokemon rock band called the Maximizers, who played during the end credits of Sword and Shield, and the Crown Tundra DLC. We then see Sonia planning to go out somewhere, but not before she gives an invitation that she got from Leon to her lab assistant Hop, Leon's younger brother. Now afterwards we see Leon give an invitation to the Dragon-type gym leader Raihan, who then asks if a certain someone will be there. That certain someone being the main protagonist of Sword and Shield, either Victor or Gloria, who in the next scene Leon tries to contact via Rotom phone. And we also get a small glimpse of Peony and his daughter Nia. And out the window of the train we get a small glimpse of the destination where the main protagonist is going. We see Galarian Moltres, Galarian Zapdos, and Galarian Articuno, showing that the main protagonist is on his way to the Crown Tundra. We then cut to Wyndon Stadium, where outside the stadium there's a festival being held, and we also get a glimpse of Swordward and Shieldbird, the two descendants of the first kings of Galar. We then see Leon giving a speech about how much further you can go when you're battling a proper rival. So for this reason he declares the Galarian Star Tournament to begin. And we get a nice shot of all the participants of the tournament, including not just the gym leaders, but also the rivals Clara and Avery, the former champion Mustard, as well as Peony and Hop. And the episode ends with the main protagonist entering the stadium. So overall, this was a pretty excellent epilogue to Twilight Wings, as well as an awesome epilogue to Sword and Shield. We got to see what the gym leaders were doing after the events of the main story, as well as some awesome character interaction from Leon and Mustard. It also helps that the animation was pretty awesome in this episode. Not to mention, it's pretty awesome that Leon is actively recruiting gym leaders and other really powerful trainers for the Galarian Star Tournament. And it's pretty awesome that all of this is taking place before the events of the Crown Tundra, as well as during the events of the Crown Tundra. And it ends with the finale of the Crown Tundra, which I'm honestly okay with. Now my only real complaint about this episode is I wish the episode was a little longer, similar to Pokemon Generations as well as Pokemon Origins, because this pretty much shows you the type of potential that a Pokemon anime can have if they put a little bit more effort into it. In fact, this is the type of anime that us older fans have always wanted, anime that's more mature with excellent animation. And I personally believe that with all the resources that the Pokemon Company has, considering the fact that Pokemon is one of the biggest media franchises in the world, they could actually do it if they put a lot of effort into it. And it could be talked about by not just Pokemon fans, but also anime fans in general. For example, I could see a Pokemon series being based off of Mystery Dungeon, which is essentially an isekai, or a series being based off of Pokemon Colosseum, and it could be about the main protagonist being a former member of an evil team trying to find redemption by atoning for all the crimes he committed. Or even a prequel storyline about Professor Oak and Agatha. There are so many great ideas that they could do, however they choose the more safe option of constantly relying on the character Ash, which to me is kind of a waste with all the resources that they have. But hey, it is what it is. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and if you want to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. Take care.